Hello everybody, bees have finally arrived in Rust. In this video we will cover everything you need to know about bees. Let's dive in. First of all, the beehive requires workbench level 1 to unlock and craft. The crafting cost is 200 woods. Once you craft it, you can either place it on a floor like this, or you can directly place it on your garden like this. Now let's talk about what bees need to produce honey. They prefer being outside, and their happiness depends on humidity and temperature levels. Higher happiness means faster honey production. But before moving on how to find nucleus or how to start producing honey, let's see how different biomes affect beekeeping. I placed 3 different beehives in 3 different biomes about 20 minutes ago, and here is what happened. In the desert biome, it's hot, giving 50% temperature score, which results in 75% overall happiness. So far, it has made about 60% progress in honey production. I think it's not so good. Let's continue with snow biome. In the snow biome, temperature is freezing. With 0% temperature, overall happiness drops to 50%, and the bees barely produced 20% progress on the honey production. So just like in real life, the bees don't like cold temperatures. I tried using heater in this biome, but somehow it doesn't work. I don't know if they fix it or this is just how the game works. At last, the forest biome. The best biome for beekeeping. 100% humidity, 100% temperature, so which makes the overall happiness 100%. As you see, placing your beehive in the forest biome is the best option for maximum honey production. Alright, let's talk about nucleus. As you can see here in the pop-up, you can find it inside natural beehives. Once you get a nucleus, your bees will start working. But what exactly are natural beehives? Natural beehives appear randomly on trees. They are orange and easy to see from far away. You can also hear a buzzing sound that helps you find them. To collect the honeycomb, you can hit the beehive with a tool or chop down the tree to make it fall. Just watch out. After you collect the honeycomb, don't stand under the hive. The bees will attack. Wearing a hazmat suit will protect you from their attacks. Each beehive drops 4 to 6 honeycombs. After collecting them, open your inventory, click on the honeycomb and press extract button. This will give you either honey or nucleus. However, the nucleus rate is super low. As you can see here in the video, I kept collecting honeycombs, but no nucleus. I had to gather another 15 honeycombs and click extract again, but still only honey. I had to gather 50 honeycombs before I finally get one. The nucleus is a precious item. If you spot a neighbor with an active beehive, well, you know what to do. Just take them out and steal their nucleus. I know it's not the most honest way, but hey, this is Rust. As you see, it took me 50 honeycombs to get one nucleus. Now that we have a nucleus, we can place it in our beehive. The bees won't appear right away, so just be patient and come back and check it out in 10 minutes and you will see them, or at least see the progress in your nucleus. I ran some tests to see how different builds affect honey production. Basically, I'm testing out beehive placement at your base. The first room has open front and open roof. Beehive considers itself as outside and the general happiness is 100%. In the second room, there's a roof, but the open front. Still the beehive says 100% overall happiness. In the third room, I have a doorway but no door. Again, beehive considers itself as outdoors and 100% general happiness. However, in the fourth room, I have a closed door. Beehive marks itself as indoors and 0% happiness, so there is no production. In the fifth room, I have one metal embrasure. There are small openings, but still, the beehive considers itself in indoors and says 0% overall happiness, so there is no production. But if you place 2 different embrasures in both sides, beehive stays 100% happy and produces honey. This is the most secure setup to protect your beehives from the raiders. As you see, the general happiness is 100% and it produces honey. And of course the first option that comes to mind, placing the beehive on your roof. This works perfectly, giving you 100% overall happiness, making it a great idea. Just make sure to protect your beehive from raiders or you might wake up to an empty hive. You can hit the beehive with a tool to destroy it, and bees won't attack. There's no need to break the hive as you can take the honeycomb and nuclei from inside. Once you break the beehive, the loot will drop to the floor. Also, you can move the beehive with a hammer tool. As you see, it has 300 health. I move it and it still has 300 health. You can fit 9 beehives on a square foundation without walls, but if you want to build walls around them, you can only fit 4 beehives. Honey production and collection. Your beehives will produce honeycomb over time. However, be careful while collecting it. Taking all the honeycomb resets honey production. The bees will attack you for 10 damage unless you are wearing a hazmat suit. My suggestion, leave at least 1 honeycomb inside to keep the production going smoothly. Once you have the honeycomb, you can extract them directly or use a furnace. I tried both methods and they will give you the same number of products. While extract method gives you honey or nucleus at totally random chance, furnace method guarantees honey. You can get this information from the honeycomb description as well. It is written right here. Once you have the honey, you have 2 main options. The first one is sell it for scrap. At Bandit Camp, there is an NPC called Produce Exchange. The base rate is 1 scrap per honey, but this can change over time. Passive scrap farming while AFK? Yes please. Finally a method for my AFK friends who's standing next to a workbench for hours. Now they can farm scrap. All they had to do is place a beehive. The second option you can do is directly consume the honey. It has pretty good stats. Plus 3 healing, minus 15 radiation and plus 50 calories. You can use it as a radiation protection food as well. I tested this idea in the red town with a low radiation protection. As you see, I can freely loot inside the monument while keeping my radiation level under control. This would be an effective way to stay inside some of the monuments with a metal armor instead of a hazmat suit, which will give you an advantage over your enemies. We can say that honey can be used as an alternative to radiation teas. Now the best part, bee grenades. This is where the fun begins. To unlock a bee grenade you need workbench level 1. In the workbench tree it is placed right under the beehive, and the crafting cost is 1 nucleus and 30 cloth. Now you see why the nucleus is so hard to get, right? The best part about this weapon is the shaking animation before throwing. Left click throws the grenade far away, while the right click drops it right under your feet. Just be careful because it does instant damage on impact. Also, bees will keep chasing you even if you try to walk away. To protect yourself, you can wear a hazmat suit. Hazmat suit protects you from bee stings. And also, as you see here, the first bees I threw are still waiting for their victim. With this method, you can stack a huge swarm and kill your enemies easily. If you don't have a hazmat suit, you can use a torch. Just like in real life, bees hate fire and smoke. Just keep the torch lit, and they won't attack you. But if you put it out, well, let's just say I learned that the hard way. Just like the torch, also Campfire works. You can place it on the ground and bees will stay away. If you get tired of all the bees, smoke grenades are a permanent way to stop the buzzing noise. Bees will be gone in seconds. You can use this method to get rid of all the bees that your neighbor threw at your base. Also, bees attack animals too. Bees don't just attack players. I tested them on chickens, and in my previous video I make the same test with my horse. You can use them as a hunting weapon as well. As you see here, the chicken's health is going down, and in 5 seconds, chicken will die because the chickens didn't stand a chance. And finally, the ultimate bee counter, FLAMETHROWER. If everything else fails, set the bees on fire. You can literally watch them burn and run away in flames. Alright, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed the content, please click like and subscribe to help me grow my channel. See you in the next video.